In this video, I will be showing you yarn over short rows. Yarn over short rows are another method of making short rows. They can be a little tricky, but they look fairly good in stockinette and not too bad in garter. They're not the best option for garter. I still like wrap and turn short rows without picking up the wraps for garter, but they are another option. To make a yarn over a short row, you will knit up to your short row location. And then the yarn over is simply, instead of a wrap, we're making the wrap on the needle and not around another stitch. This tends to make that wrap, if you want to call it a wrap, smaller than when working wrap and turn short rows, because we're making it closer to the stitch where the yarn originates from, and we're going over the needle instead of around a stitch. So I'll go over here. We'll say, let's see, one more. That's where I want my short row. I don't do anything on this side. I turn the work. I then will make a yarn over around this needle with the working yarn. So I'm on a purl side. I will move the yarn to the back. You always move the yarn first after you've turned. So I move the yarn to the back, and then I will go over the right hand needle and then purl this stitch. So I've got this very small yarn over right there. Again, I turn. I move the yarn this time to the front, and then we'll make a yarn over onto the right hand needle. Insert as if getting ready to knit, and then knit, and you can see I've got a very tiny yarn over next to that knit stitch. I will show you those one more time. So on the knit side, and so these produce a gap. There's the yarn over. That would have been a wrap. So its paired stitch is not this stitch. It's the stitch bridging the gap. We're going to be using this yarn over to close this gap. So I'll knit to my turning location. I will say 2 before, well, technically 3 before the yarn over. We'll turn, move the yarn so to the back, wrap it around the right hand needle, and then purl, producing a yarn over right there. Then here I am 3 before the yarn over on this side, so I will turn. My yarn is in the back. I need to bring the yarn forward between the needles, and create a yarn over on this needle. So I will yarn over the needle, insert to knit, and I've produced a yarn over next to that knit stitch. Now, resolving these is where it gets tricky. Like I said, this yarn over needs to bridge this gap. So I don't want to work the yarn over with this stitch. So I want to knit up to, but not including the yarn over. And so there is the yarn over right there. Now you can see it looks like a wrap would look if you were working wrap and turn. So it needs to get worked with this stitch. It's not oriented correctly though. The right leg is in the back, not in the front. So I need to slip this. I'm putting my right hand needle behind it, like so, so that I can get the right leg in front. And now I will slip it back and I will knit these two together. This is a right leaning decrease that makes the right hand stitch, which is the yarn over, go away, hide behind, like that. I will show you that again. So knit up to, but not including that yarn over. So knit that. There is my yarn over. The right leg is in back. I need it in front. So I will put my needle behind and then slip it purlwise back and knit these two stitches together. Like so. That hides, that untwists the yarn over and hides it to the back. On the wrong side, again, I will purl up to, but not including that purl, that yarn over. So right there, there is the yarn over. So for this one, the right leg is in front, but if I worked these two together, that yarn over would fall to the right side of the work, and we don't want that. So we are going to slip this knitwise and slip this knitwise, and then slip them back to the left hand needle. And now we are going to purl these two together through the back loop. So I'm going with my right hand needle behind into the second stitch first, and then the first stitch. The back legs, let me show you that again. The back legs of the second and then the first. This is an SSP. So we're working an SSP to get an untwisted, I'll show you the right side, an untwisted decrease that leans so that that yarn over gets hidden to the non-public side of the work. So I'll show you that one more time. Purl up to, but not including that yarn over. Then we work an SSP. So we slip one knitwise, that's the yarn over. We slip the next one, we knitwise, and then we slip them back together purlwise, and then purl these two together through the back loops, like so. And you can see then that yarn over is untwisted on the back of the work and is not visible on the right side of the work. So those are yarn over short rows. Thanks for watching.